just wanted to document this for my memories, and also I'm not sure if I'll be posting all of this on my channel, but just in case, we are June 17th and it's been a full week since we got our keys to our new house, and we've been doing a lot of updating of the house. We wanted to paint and make it feel our home, because a lot of the upstairs where we have the master and the baby's room, the color on the walls, so we didn't really like, especially in the nursery. In the meantime, this past week we've been just doing a lot of cleaning of the yard because it was in not great conditions, and there was a lot of rocks and things, and just a lot of cleaning to do, and just making it look decent for when we actually move in. Right now, a lot of our family members have been coming, just give us a hand. I can't do a lot of the things that I wanted to because I'm pregnant. I'm 6 months pregnant right now, so they've been doing a lot of the yard work and to paint. So we painted the whole basement one color, like the same color. Basically, they started with the basement, painting the basement. Will probably be done in the next 2 days, and then we have to do a lot of the work upstairs in our master bedroom and the baby's room. Got the keys on the 8th, and we've been doing minor renovations in the house, but we're actually moving all of our furniture and the big appliances on the 27th of June. We haven't yet bought a lot of the furniture for the nursery, but we'll be doing that a little bit later because I want to make sure that we fix all of the walls, because one of the walls in the nursery had wallpaper, so we had to remove all of that. So this is one of the rooms upstairs that we wanted to use as the baby girl's nursery, and so as you can see, the wall in the back has a wallpaper, and the walls are painted a dark bluish gray. So we wanted to remove all of that, so we had to start basically from scratch. So the first thing that we did was remove the storage unit on the back, and I think this one is from IKEA. I'll try to find it and link it below because I feel like it really is a useful piece to have in an office or a different kind of space where you're missing some storage. You can definitely just easily mount it and have additional storage in that room, but we felt that it was too much to have them on the back wall. We wanted to start from a clean slate. So as you will see in this video, I will take you guys along the process of removing the wallpaper. So if you guys are interested in seeing how we did that, definitely keep on watching. I will be fast forwarding the next few clips while we unmount the storage unit, and then I'll come back and give you guys kind of the play-by-play on what we did to remove the wallpaper, all of the tools that we used, and some tips and tricks that made things easier for us.
So first you want to prep the wall, and what you want to do is go in with this little tool right here called the wall perforator, and I'll link everything down below if I find it, but you'll be able to find it in any like home renovation store, supply store, anything like that. So it's very little, so it kind of fits in your hand, and what you do is you want to slide it over the wallpaper, and what it does is it perforates the wallpaper, so it makes little holes on the wallpaper, so that then you can come in with the paint roller with the water and it can seep through. So you want to be doing that on the entire wall. Unless you want to work in sections, you can do a section and then do the whole process that I'll be showing you per section, but I felt that it was easier to just perforate the entire wall. And then if you need additional holes in any of the sections, you can go back and just roll it over any sections that you missed, because while we were doing this on the entire wall, as you can see, the wall is very dark, so we weren't able to see all the little kind of sections that we missed, and we didn't make holes in, and so we kind of had to go back and just perforate some of the sections again. But just go ahead and do the whole wall, and then we'll go ahead to the next step. So then you're gonna want to grab a paint roller, and instead of having paint, obviously you're gonna have a container with water, and just dip it in the water and start to apply it to the wall in sort of like a painting motion, so as if you were painting the wall with actual paint, but instead you're using water. So because this is the first time that we were removing wallpaper, we are not obviously experts in doing this. And so we had to go back with the perforator and just go over some sections that we missed, just make holes in them. You want to make sure, like I said before, that every inch of the wall is covered in holes, so that then when you come in with the paint roller with the water can seep through every inch of the wallpaper. This step is very, very important, because then the water will seep through the holes in every little inch of the wallpaper, and then the wallpaper will be easier to remove. So definitely don't skip this step. Spend all the time you need doing this, because then the entire process will be easier to do. So then you want to go ahead and just dip the paint roller in the water like Jorge's doing here, just as if you were painting, and just again do the same motion as if you were painting the wall like he's doing here, and just dip it again if you need it. You need to have it very damp. I mean, you don't want to have it dripping water on the wall, but definitely make sure every inch of the section that you're working with is covered in water. So if you do not have a paint roller, you can just grab whatever spray bottle you have at home, just empty it of course, and just fill it up with water. And what you want to be doing is just spraying the wall with the spray bottle and just covering every section with water. So as you'll see in the next few clips, we decided to work in sections because it was just easier than just spraying the whole wall and removing the wallpaper, because you don't really do it as quickly as you would think. So then we ended up working in sections. So we sprayed that section, as you will see, and then we removed the wallpaper, and then we went ahead and started working on the next section. We sprayed that section with water, and then we started removing the wallpaper, and so on and so forth. So that's what we decided to do after we realized that it was just easier to remove the wallpaper while the water was kind of still like drying but not dry. So as you see here, this was kind of the start of our removing the wallpaper, and it was kind of us trying to figure out how it was easiest to remove the wallpaper. And yeah, that's when we decided to work in sections, because if you see here, that's the glue that we're removing. So you'll realize that you'll lift the wallpaper where the design is, and then the glue that's kind of a beige color will be left behind. So you want to remove that because that's still the wallpaper, it's just the glue part. So Jorge's removing the glue, and as you can see, it's coming off really easily because we're working in sections. So you can work in sections as small as a strip or bigger than that, whatever you guys decide, but just make sure that the section that you're working with, it's still damp. So as you can see here, the glue is a little dark. That's because the water isn't dry yet. So it's way easier for him to remove it, and he's using a 5-in-1 tool that I'll also link below, because that was the most essential tool that we needed to do this whole project. So just a quick recap, you need the roller, the perforator, the 5-in-1 tool, and either a paint roller or a spray bottle to cover the wall in with water. So I'll definitely be linking all of these different tools below in the description box. So if you are working on a project like this and you have a room where you have wallpaper and you're thinking of removing it, you can definitely get these tools and watch this video back, and you guys will be able to do it, because if we were able to do it, so can you. This was not hard, but it was just challenging, but it isn't hard to do. It's just very time consuming. So as you can see here, we are still continuing to work in section, and this part is so rewarding. When you see the glue come off, it feels so good. But it did take us 2 full afternoons to do this, so make sure you do have some time and you do dedicate some time to do this. Here I'm showing you guys up close all of the tools, and this one is the perforator. This is what it looks on the inside, the spray bottle, and the 5-in-1 tool, which I'll link below. I will say you also need some type of cloth or plastic so that you can cover your floors. If you do have good floors, if you don't really mind getting your floor wet and just, you know, cleaning it up after, it's fine, but we just didn't want to deal with that, and we wanted to protect our floors because they had been recently renovated and put in the house. So we covered the floor and all the wallpaper. Here I'm doing a little dance, a little happy dance. So we just, while we were taking off the wallpaper, we just drew all of the pieces on top of the cloth that we had covering the floor. So I believe this was probably the second day. So we had done the 1/3 of the wall the first day, and then I think we had finished the rest of the 2/3 of the wall the following day. So we definitely think that it's best to work in sections. So there you have it, guys. The wallpaper has been removed. Obviously we have to go in and do a lot of putting and sanding of the wall before we can paint the room, but the next video I think will be removing the trims and putting in new floor and window trims. So stay tuned for that video. Definitely subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can be notified when the next video goes live.